Welcome to the Make and Design Podcast. I'm your host, Carina Gardner. On this podcast, we're unraveling the everyday joys and dilemmas of design, making, and business. For makers who want to be designers and for designers who are makers, this is your inside scoop to help you grow your business and bring more creativity to your life. Hey guys, you know I'm on this summertime talk right now because it's summertime. And if you're listening to this podcast, hopefully you're doing it by a beach. Hopefully you're doing it with your kids. You're just running kids around to whatever you're running them to. I know for me, this last little bit, it's been swim stuff, swim meets, swim whatever. It's been lots of stuff, right? My older girls, they've had friend hangouts, they've had camps, they've had trips. It's a lot of stuff. Okay. And today I want to talk to you about staying motivated in the summertime. Also understanding cycles. And I was reminded about this because I myself am in a fabulous mastermind group. And I was talking to a few of the women in this group on one of my Marco Polo feeds. And someone said that we all have to remember that there are cycles in our business. And that really resonated with me because it's so true. There are seasonal cycles we have to deal with. Right now it's summertime, right? But there's also cycles in business when it comes to just like our design business. And some of you have gotten my PDF, The 5 Levels of Design, where I really break down what those levels look like. A lot of people get stuck. Well, most people get stuck at level 1. They're just stuck there. They never get past it. A lot of people get stuck at level 2. Okay. And then 3 is an interesting one because very few people make it to 3, the experienced designer. But most of those people stay right there. They never move forward to the expert or the branded. And if you want to learn more about that, I don't even remember what episode that was, but I talk about it. Or you can also run over to my Carina Gardner feed. If you put podcast, let me see, I think it's levels, podcast levels into my last post, we will send you that document if you would like to read up about the 5 levels of design. So what I really want to talk to you about here is just understanding that there's a cycle, and there's a cycle. I see it in my design suite. There's a cycle in boot camps. There's a cycle in designers' overall trajectory of their design businesses. Guys, there are cycles. And because of that, I want to really with you normalize the idea that there are downs and there are ups. And if you understand there are ups and there are downs, then it won't seem as scary when you're in a down, right? Whether it's the seasonal cycle and you see the down in summer and you see the up in winter, or if you're in your business and you are at the very beginning of your business in Illustrator and you're really, really high up, really excited learning stuff, and then you hit a stuck point where the design work's not getting better, or you're not quite sure what to do, or you're not sure what shop to be in, that's a down, right? Then we have to find our way back to an up. We've got to figure out where that is. I am seeing this very often in Design Suite. I've got a close relationship. I can see what my members are doing, if they're submitting to mentor meetings, especially, but also in the community. So when they're doing those things, and I can kind of see what's happening, and we actually are implementing, I'm so excited about this in Design Suite. We're implementing so many cool things. I think I'm going to have to do a whole episode about what we're doing in Design Suite because it's just so incredibly cool and fun, because we've just tried to make this program the best design program out there. So anyway, I see there's this super high when you first get in the program for the first 3 months. You are designing, you are producing, you are doing all the things. And then there's a lull. You kind of get to a down cycle because you're tired, you're worn out, or you haven't made the kind of progress, financial or otherwise, you wanted to begin with. And everybody knows it takes some time to get going, right? And then I see it again, it only takes a couple of months, and then whoop, we're back up at the top again. We figured it out. We get our first shop. We do our whatever. And so just know those cycles exist and feel normal in that cycle. When you hit a low, it's okay. It's okay. It's part of it. Part of the reason Design Suite is a whole year long is so that we can deal with these cycles. These cycles exist also in a regular graphic design program. This happens everywhere in your design business, in life. Think about the last time you were in some kind of cycle in your life, whether it was in your marriage or with your kids. So many of you are in an interesting cycle, you're starting to get past the kid stage and kids are leaving the home. And so now you're kind of like, now what's my cycle? What is this new season that's come upon me? And you're trying to figure that out. And I've actually, some of my friends are in this, seemed like they're hitting a low because they're like, what do I do? And then they start exploring these different avenues of what they can possibly do. And then those that really want to come and design, they find this up by being like, okay, this is the thing I want to do. Maybe it's not design, maybe it's something else. Maybe I want to be a full-time crafter or an influencer or whatever, okay? And that will be an up once you make that clarity decision. And then we go to the lull again, right? When it becomes difficult or hard. Guys, it's normal. It's totally normal. So if you are in one of those pieces, maybe you're in the up right now, maybe you're in a down, I want you to feel like you're normal. You are not the exception to the rule. This is normal to have these cycles, and for us to really just go into those cycles going, and now I know I'm here. How do I get back here? What's the thing that's going to change to get me back here? Okay. And if you're at the high, you go, it's okay. I'm going to ride this thing out at this high as long as I can. Maybe for a very long time. I feel like I'm consistently at a high, but I have cycles too, you guys. Like there are things that happen. This is why I'm talking about this, like where I will be like questioning my decision about something, or questioning my choice in a shop, or questioning the way that we're doing our keywords. Like, am I doing them right? And questioning our price points for my design work, and all of those things contribute to part of our cycle. And I'm thinking, okay, how do we get back up again? Or if we're at the top, how do we stay here as long as we can? Okay. Summer motivation, you guys, you can do it. You absolutely can do it. In fact, those of you who are in Design Suite know I'm talking to you about, like we've talked about what we can do during this slow season so that we can prepare for when the fast season, where the season of making a lot of money is really going to come back into play, because it always comes back, you guys. It always comes back. And so I love that so many of my designers know that, and they feel great about it, and they know they're going to just go really fast, really hard, really strong into the fall season, which is when really so many good things are happening. So thank you for being here, especially in the summertime. I hope you're enjoying this, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Hey, did you know that you can visit me at makeanddesign.com to learn more about this podcast and join my VIP group for weekly freebies? I can't wait to see you there.